All right, people, it's time for another installment of songs that didn't hold up or did from my favorite decade, the peak of human civilization, the decade that brought us fox racing girls with skunk hair and low-rise jeans and whale tail and the little Playboy bunny tan line thing. The decade that brought us Von Dutch and Affliction, PlayStation 2, everything good happened in the 2000s. And so today we will take a walk down memory lane and we shall see, did these songs hold up or not? These songs of the 2000s. Let's find out. The first song is The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. We got a contrarian in the chat here that says the worst song from a great band. Tell you what, Jimmy Eat World fans, they're rough stuff. This is a great song. This is a great song. And also, I'd like to thank Factor for sponsoring this video. If you are super busy with summer plans, but you still want to eat well, and you should, then check out Factor. They make nutritious, chef-prepared meals delivered straight to your door that are ready in just 2 minutes. That means you can skip the trip to the grocery store and all the chopping and prepping and the cleanup, while still getting the flavor and nutrition that you need. And if you eat out a lot, it's also a great way to save money. It's cheaper than takeout, and it's way cheaper than going to restaurants, which I don't know if you've noticed lately, but that stuff is so expensive. In my opinion, it's kind of a ripoff. Also, they have a ton of options like Calorie Smart, which are an average of less than 550 calories per serving. There's also Protein Plus, which has more than 30 grams of protein. They've got vegan and veggie, and their fancy new surf and turf options. Personally, I love that I don't have to think about what I'm gonna make for lunch. I just pick something, heat it up, and I know that it's gonna taste good, and just as importantly, I'm gonna hit my macro goals. So if you wanna check out Factor, and honestly, I think you should, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code FIN50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. The song that took Jimmy Eat World from being a struggling little emo band to being stars. I remember thinking this video was like,
Don't write yourself off yet.
want to listen to that snare, man. I remember thinking this video was like an American Eagle ad at first or something because it's so different. I saw Jimmy Eat World in 1998 and there were like literally 10 people or something there. And I was like so confused by this. So like, how did they get this like dorky emo band with a bunch of like hot people in their underwear? What? This is not emo. What's going on here? I think this song is great. Whoa, wait a minute, people. This is a safety violation. Making out inside a fridge with a closed door, that is a good way to suffocate to death. But what a way to go. Like if someone's like, hey, what happened to Oscar? Like, oh, well, damnedest thing, he was making out with a girl inside a fridge at this emo party and he suffocated. Like, oh, well, at least he died doing what he loved. If you're going to go out, I feel like that's a pretty good way to do it.
It just takes some time to
What a chorus. And who invited that guy? I think the song is great. It's interesting how the Jimmy Eat World hipsters, they'll tell you that the only good Jimmy Eat World album or the best Jimmy Eat World album is the one before this that flopped. This was their third major label album, I think. They got signed to a major label in 1995 and they were basically just a local band. Like when I saw them in 1998, where there was like nobody at the show, they were already on a major label then, and I think it was their second major label album. It was like in the 90s, they were just signing anything that they thought could be the next Nirvana, you know, just throwing money at anything vaguely alternative, hoping that it was going to blow up, and almost none of it did. There was a lot of emo bands that they tried to, you know, take a chance on. Like it seemed like emo was going to be the next big thing, like bands like Texas Is the Reason and Jets to Brazil and Jawbreaker, like, and Jawbox. They signed all these emo bands, and other than Jimmy Eat World, not a single one of them got anywhere. This was a huge song. This came out right after 9/11 also, and it had this sort of like very uplifting quality to it that I think people like really responded to. I think this is a fucking great song. To this day, you can play this song to anybody of any age that is into any kind of music, and everyone loves this song. This is a timeless classic. I think it's awesome. Great song. I don't know why. The Jimmy Eat World hipsters, people, you guys need to loosen up, learn to have some fun. This is a fun song with a fun video. It's got hot people in their underwear. How could you be mad at that? This is a great song, people. It's a great song. Oh, yeah, DJ Khaled. That's right. DJ Khaled changed his name because of 9/11. Do you guys know DJ Khaled's original name? His original name was Arab Attack, and he was in a group called Terror Squad. You don't want to be Arab Attack from Terror Squad in New York in 2001. You're like, maybe I'll just go by my real name, Khaled, and maybe Terror Squad. Yeah, maybe maybe it's time to us to change our name. They had that name before 9/11. So no ill intent on their end, but a little awkward. Okay, next up, a forgotten Fueled by Ramen band that I've heard people bring up a few times more recently. The Academy Is. This is about a girl. And I have not listened to The Academy Is since probably 2006 or something like that. So I don't know what to expect from this, but we shall find out. I do know it takes place at a high school. And so I feel like there's going to be some sort of like bittersweet coming of age story here where the emo kid gets bullied, but at the end he gets revenge on the bullies and gets the girl. Or I don't know. I'm already making up a storyline in my brain. Let's see if the storyline comes true. I barely remember what this band even sounds like, to be honest. Oh, look at some powerful hair. This looks like a wig. Looks like he's sitting in his like Pinto or Pacer or something, just trying to work up the nerve to go to school with this haircut. Mr. Popular. He looks like Zac Efron. Like emo Zac Efron. You know it's the 2000s because not one but two deeply plunging necklines in like 10 seconds. We've got deeply plunging V-neck here, going all the way down to like his boobies. And then just a couple seconds later, deeply plunging V-neck number 2. No. I don't like the way he's holding this microphone. All these like emo guys held the mic in such weird ways. Like, what is this? Come on, guy. It's like this. What's this, guy? Come on. Look at this font. Every one of these like pop punk emo bands back then used this font. I think that's Avant-Garde, right? The version of Avant-Garde with the alternate, slanted A and stuff. Mandatory. The singer looks like a soccer mom who CrossFits. I like the storyline. I don't know what it is other than the weird skinny guy with emo hair seems to be stalking the cheerleader, showing it up at all these places where he clearly doesn't belong, like the football game. I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. I think it's about an emo stalker. I feel like this is one of those bands that had like decent music, but probably, 80% of their fan base was, 8th grade girls who thought the singer was cute. That's my guess. So far, I'm saying this song is like, I would say this is mid. That's what I would say. To be loved. He's also got a little bit of like a fake English accent, or just a little bit of a fake English accent. I don't need to finish watching the rest of this. The video holds up because cheesy high school stories set in the 2000s are timeless, but the song itself, I would say, kind of mid, I would say. So does it hold up? Mid. It's mid. I'm whelmed. Okay, next up, we have What It's Like by Everlast. You may know Everlast as being the guy from House of Pain, the whitest song ever made, Jump Around. When middle-aged white guys like myself hear Jump Around, we are biologically compelled to jump around and assert our white ethnicity, whether you're Irish or, what's always Irish, right? What other kind of white ethnicity is there? When you hear House of Pain, you become Irish, whether you are or aren't. And then he did a solo album of like singer-songwriter kind of stuff, which actually started becoming pretty popular as well. Here it is. This is What It's Like by Everlast, his singer-songwriter song. Oh, Italian. That's the other kind of white ethnicity. That's right. You can be Irish or Italian. Right here, the chin strap You can see that even though he's trying to be, you know, Mr. Sensitive now, he's still got the chin strap. And the chin strap, if you see someone with a chin strap beard, that means they probably sell drugs and they're going to try to fight you. If you see this, run. A white guy in a white t-shirt with a chain, a kanji tattoo on his neck, and a chin strap, this man is about to fight you at a bus stop over nothing. That's what it's going to be. He will fight you over absolutely nothing. Do you guys know what cauliflower ear is? Cauliflower ear, here's what that looks like. Cauliflower ear is another one of these red flags. This is what happens. You get cauliflower ear from like wrestling, doing like wrestling or jiu-jitsu or boxing, from getting like punched in the ear or your ears rubbed a lot. And if you see someone with cauliflower ear like this, that is a sign to stay the fuck away, because this person is dangerous. I feel like the chin strap is sort of the lighter version of that. That means this person might not necessarily be tough, but they will definitely fight you over some dumb shit. The type of person that if you see them at a bus stop, they're like, what the fuck are you looking at? And you're like, I'm not looking at anything. Oh, you saying I'm nothing? You saying I'm nothing? And you're like, oh God, here we go. That's what I think of when I see the chin strap.
Get a job, you fucking slobs out here.
Look at this, the baggy pants. I mean, this guy right here, this is like the mid-level weed dealer that thinks he's like fucking Stringer Bell in The Wire. Mid-level weed dealer, has a girlfriend in high school, drives maybe like a lowered Chevy S10 from 1993.
Saying you really might know what it's like to sing the blues.
You know, I remembered this song being a little bit better. It was never my favorite, but Everlast seems like a cool guy, and I like him. I remembered this song being a little bit better. I remembered it being like kind of at least like sort of decent like singer-songwriter material, and it's not great.
Said, don't worry about a thing, baby, darling, man, you've been dreaming of. God forbid you ever had to
This was a very
walk
popular
around
song.
in a shoe.
This was like a big radio hit, and kind of surprised. I mean, he seems like a great guy. I like him. I want to like this song. I really do, because he seems like a good dude. But yeah, I didn't remember this song being so rough.
What it's like.
This was very deep in 2002. It's true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is about. All I know is that this was a hit in the 2000s. I gotta say though, maybe doesn't quite hold up. That's what I think. Shout out to Everlast. Seems like a lovely guy, but I can't say that the song holds up. But I bet your uncle likes it. Your uncle who did a little bit of time back in the 2000s. I bet he liked it a lot. Okay, next up we have Vans by The Pack. You guys remember this song? You guys remember this one? Featuring the debut of your man Lil B. Fans probably didn't even pay him for this. Look at that. Lil B, the icon Lil B, the inventor of internet rap before he changed the world with his songs like No Black Person is Ugly, before he changed the world.
Put 5 on the grape, so you know I'm gonna blow.
By the way, did you guys know? Lil B right here, inventor of the term based. He is Lil B, the based god. He's the person that actually did create that term.
See me in the club,
Imagine Lil B actually trying to make real music instead of just shit posting. It's weird. I think this song's good.
Got new top sellers finna fly like kites. Go sleep in the day, go to parties at night.
It's a great beat. I will say, Lil B, not the world's best rapper, that's for sure, but it is a cool beat and a cool vibe. Now, Lil B, if you're not familiar with what Lil B went on to do after The Pack, it's this.
No, you never heard this before.
Oh my God, bass guy, you can fuck my bitch, race guy. You swag to the maximum.
You can fuck my
Swag
bitch.
100,000, pop up my car. Then I drive my roof.
Swag.
Look like one time suits. That's just how I do.
I don't know what happened to Lil B that made him go from The Pack to this. This is from August of 2010. Vans came out in October of 2009. So in like 9 months, he went from this doing like, you know, pretty like straightforward, like, you know, swag rap to making just the most bizarre post-ironic shitpost music in less than 9 months. It's amazing. Of course it's horrible. That's the whole point. And he has hundreds of songs like this. Let's see, Lil B, Spotify. Let's see how many songs he has on Spotify. Let's see. I bet he has like hundreds. And this probably isn't even everything, because he's probably got a lot of mixtape tracks and stuff that aren't even on here. Okay. God, Call of Duty Task Force. Look at this shit. Oh, this is amazing. I'm just going to scroll through his discography. Let's see how long it takes. I'm still going. The Hunchback of Based, Black Ken, Ultimate Bitch. Does this have I'm Gay? That's my favorite of his mixtapes. I'm Gay. Look at this. I mean, and this isn't even everything. So shout out to Lil B, the bass god, and shout out to the pack. Does this song hold up? I mean, I want to say yes because I'm so nostalgic for this era of rap, but realistically, I'd say it's a great beat. Is the song actually great? Maybe not, but I will say it spawned the career of the bass god Lil B. So for that reason, I would say yes, absolutely. A timeless classic, the birth of the bass god, Lil B. That's what I think. How about another one? We've got Bring It by Cobra Starship from the film Snakes on a Plane. Do you guys remember Snakes on a Plane? One of the earliest viral movies. It was like kind of deliberately bad. It was a movie about snakes on a plane with Samuel L. Jackson. Snakes on a Plane is a film about snakes on a plane. Yes, a Sharknado precursor, yes. $30,000 feet in the air.
Rick? Rick!
Uh-oh, what happened to Rick? It was a shitpost movie. That's absolutely what it was. Pure shitpost movie.
You know all those security scenarios we ran? I'm smack in the middle of one we didn't think of.
Can anybody hear me?
I've never seen it either. No, he didn't say the line. I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking plane. He didn't say it in this trailer. Anyway, this is a film about snakes on a plane, and this is the song by Cobra Starship called Snakes on a Plane. Let's see if it holds up. I have not listened to this probably since 2008 or something like that, so let's see. It's a shitpost song about a shitpost movie, so I'm expecting greatness. Oh, there's the line.
We got a free upgrade for snakes on a plane. Fuck 'em, I don't care.
240p, like in real 2000s fashion. Only way it could be more 2000s if it was unregistered hypercam. It just makes you feel like it was a simpler time, doesn't it? You just want to go back to, I don't know, 2006 or 7 or wherever this came out. It was a simpler time. Yeah, Lonely Island, Jizz in My Pants was the height of humor. Feel like that was probably season 2 of the OC when Marissa, spoiler warning, Marissa shoots the guy who's attacking Ryan. Just, I don't know. I feel like every part of my soul is just crying out to build a time machine to go back to 2006. And then when we get to 2007, get back in the time machine and go right back, because all I want is to go back, you know, before there was all this. Just want to go back to when the big topic of conversation was that cool new movie, Snakes on a Plane, about snakes on a plane. Is the song good? No, it's not good. But it holds up because it reminds me of a simpler time, a time when I felt more alive, a time when I was not quite so conscious of the specter of death looming over my shoulder and inching closer to the grave every single day. And so for that reason, I say it holds up. I like it. Lastly, we have, you guys ever heard of Kanye West, rapper from Chicago? Apparently he's got some popular songs. Back before Kanye West was on Alex Jones's podcast praising Hitler, Kanye was just a simple rapper from Chicago. That's all. This was like the first song of his that I remember really kind of breaking through to the mainstream, which is Gold Digger featuring Jamie Foxx. Let's check it out, see if it holds up. Directed by Hype Williams. I didn't know that.
Well, I'm in need.
As we all know, Kanye saw the light because of Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill saved him from a life of anti-Semitism. Watching Jonah Hill and 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again. No one should take anger against one or two individuals and transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. No Christian can be labeled anti-Semite knowing Jesus is Jew. Thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you. Not a single piece of punctuation in this entire post. A little bit concerning, but I gotta say, 21 Jump Street was a great movie. It saved a lot of people. So Jonah Hill, thank you for making art that unites mankind. That's what I say. Jonah Hill, bringing the people together.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
Now, a lot of people misinterpreted this song. A lot of people said Kanye is criticizing women for being gold diggers. He's trying to call them out, and this feels like a nasty song. But I say, no. You didn't listen to the lyrics at all. Kanye said, I'm not saying she's a gold digger. He was very clear about this. Kanye specifically said, I am not saying she's a gold digger. Listen to his words, people. Kanye been misinterpreted since day one. This is a great beat.
We all went to den, and then I had to pay. If you with this girl, then you better be paid.
I'm going to make a controversial statement also. I don't think Kanye's music is very good. I think he's, a creative genius for sure. Very influential in a lot of ways in music and in fashion and just in general. I think he's very influential, very forward-thinking guy, but I don't actually think his music is good. As he said it himself, he's the world's most famous backpack rapper. And backpack rap is not great music, in my opinion. Respect to the old Kanye before he went off the deep end. Back then, he was genuinely really insightful, trend-setting guy, but I don't actually think his music is great. I think he's a brilliant producer, but I don't think his music is great. This is a great beat, though. I would say, to be honest, this is the only Kanye song that I personally think does hold up. I know it's the Kanye stans, they might come for me, but I would say I think this song does hold up. The rest of his discography, I don't think it does. And, as far as him going on Alex Jones in a ski mask with a yoo-hoo to praise Hitler. Yeah. Kanye, what happened? There it is, people. The latest edition of songs that did or didn't hold up. 2000s edition. Join us next time to remember the greatest decade of human civilization, the 2000s. Yeah, it's true. He made Alex Jones uncomfortable. Like, if Alex Jones is the voice of reason in the room, something has gone seriously wrong. Jonah Hill bringing the people together.